Okay, so shall we start? 1 minute. Hi everyone, welcome to Irish Crochet Lace channel by Alena Salimova, and hopefully today is the first stream, hopefully it's not the only one stream that we'll have. I plan to make streams every Sunday about the same time, and all the different things, and like I know everybody's interested in how to make special particular moments like feeling and just, anyway, just chat as well. So you can have a chance, you can write down your comments and I will answer your questions. And so while I'll do the filling, I'll also explain some things that are going to happen, the changes that are going to happen on the channel. And if you know, I have the website, so there will be changes about that too. So I finished the filling over here, and I'm gonna start at this point somewhere. I have this chain a bit loose, so I pin it because it will I will need it in this shape when I start doing this part of the filling. But my plan is for tonight, I start at this point and I'll go over here around this flower, and I'll go over the shamrock, the Campsis flower, and I'll go back and over here, and I don't know, there's pommers everywhere already. And yeah, so I'll do over here and I'll come back and I'll probably end up somewhere around here. And if we have enough time for half an hour, we'll just go around somewhere. And usually I have the very tough cushion, but today I don't have it in my workshop, so I use the you'll be laughing because that's the cover, you know, the boxes that have a soft cushion like top. So that's it. I used it. It's quite nice to pin. It's got some soft stuff inside, and it's very solid. And the surface itself is not, it's like this. So it's not slippery, so it's perfect. I think it's even better. So I'll start, and as I start, I'll make some announcement. As you may already know, I've done the project, the computer science study for the past 3 years, and I have decided that to shut down the online projects that I already have, because I had the website for about 13 years and I'm fed up with supporting it. So I decided to shut it down and redirect the domain to this YouTube channel. So whatever you will be typing in the browser, www.irishcrochetlace.com, you will be transferred to this YouTube channel. All the tutorials that I had there will be redone in video format, and I will upload them here on YouTube channel as well. So generally it will be easier for you to watch it, as I know sometimes people can't really understand what's happening on the photos and the written pattern. So watching me doing the motifs and filling will be easier. So as you can see, I've done this part. Yeah, so I'm shutting down all my websites. I have the general handicraft channel, which is called Handicrafts A to Z, and it's here on YouTube as well. And the website is handicrafts.az, so that will be done as well on YouTube. And so you can, and they will be streaming every Saturday. So there'll be lots of crafts going around, and I hope I'll be able to do it at least for a month, because that's the time out I took for my computer science final project for my diploma. And on weekends I'll have time to relax and do the crafts, do the Irish crochet lace, do the weaving, beading, any crochet and knitting stuff. And I don't like this empty corner, so I'll probably do it this way. As you can see, there's no pattern for the irregular filling. It just goes as it goes. And so when I wash it and steam iron it, it will flatten and straighten out. So as you can see, if you watched my previous videos, I love the way Tony explained this feeling. Is you're going from one shore to another. You don't take big steps. You just decide yourself, okay, I'm gonna fill this. So you plan how you do it. And just because this corner is too small, too narrow, I'll be using the Y-stitch. If you're not familiar, it's just that you do the double 2 yarn overs and you make 1 double crochet, just miss this yarn over, and then make another yarn over, and do this double stitch, make 2 stitches together and do the last yarn over. So as you can see, it's like reversed Y stitch. It's like reversed Y letter. That's what I call the Y stitch. And when you do the modern lace, you pick up the stitches by this back loop and this little rib that goes behind. No, it doesn't regulate. Nope. Trying to catch it. As you can see, there's the back side of the loop and the one that goes underneath. Do either the double crochet, or let me change it back to a normal. Yes, it's a bit pity, of course, that I have to close down the project that I worked on for 13 years. But things are changing, and you get tired of some, and you have to move forward, find other challenges. So I might just add another pin here so it doesn't raise. So I secured the cloth, and again I will do the Y stitch here. You can actually make the whole set of Y stitches. Just try not to make it too even, so you can obviously see that there's a Y stitch here, and probably something to. Sometimes I make the stitches and then I don't like it, and I take it apart and I do the other way around till I find the best solution. this, and I might do it over here. So I'm sitting at the summer house. My husband made me the winter garden, the greenhouse, and he equipped it with the studio lights. So I'm sitting here enjoying myself with lots of my flowers around. The dream came true. So I always had a dream of having my own corner with flowers and craft supplies, and nobody would enter it except on my permission. And the dream finally came true. Say you can also use the thread as a potential way to see how the filling would go. So I might just do this way, but I don't like the diamond shape. I might do this because I prefer to have it the uneven way, just like being born in a semi-desert. I like to see the cracked soil just before the rain. So that's what I'm trying to implement, just because it's flowers of dunes. And we have suns here, just about 5 minutes walking. And we have some clay area as well that helps me to get inspiration for the filling. It's really pity that nobody could make the Myra's summer school this year. So we were planning, me and Tony planning to visit Ireland, and I really miss everyone. I miss Myra, I miss Rick, I miss Tonya, I miss Susan, I miss Pat, I miss everyone. It's really a shame, ladies, that we couldn't meet this year, but hopefully next year this whole thing will be over. There will be vaccine and we'll be able to travel, and we'll meet up next year. Just as I said, no one on my permission, and just my son letting in my dog, my Irish setter. He's running around looking for me. Oh, that's Rudy. He came in. Well, I can't show it because the telephone is fixed in the tripod. And again, as you can see, there's a narrow space. So what I'll do is I'll use the Y stitch again. And in case you're wondering, that's the hook size is 0.85 millimeter, so it's less than 1 millimeter, and thick. The thread that I used for the motifs themselves is Yarn Art Violet 10, and the filling is done with Yarn Art Iris. It's about size 40 to 50, I don't know. That's it. That's the thread. So it's 20 grams, 138 meters. Mercerized cotton. It's not heavily twisted, so you can see the difference. Actually, the color on the board is the same, but due to the twisting and mercerization, it looks slightly different. So as you can see, the motifs themselves, they are lighter and the filling is a bit darker, but I find it quite funny and it should look great. It's kind of, you know, flowers elements will be standing out of the filling and the filling will remain in the shadow. So what I'll do now, just because I came here at another point of decision, I will probably make a stitch like this and over here, and we'll go back to the right side, so the filling will go around this way and over here, probably just around that way. You know, if we can make it on time, just because I think half an hour of stream is more than enough, so you won't get fed up with my boring voice. And I actually didn't have that much sleep last night. My Tart, the cat, he decided that he's a singer, so he was singing songs to the stray cats all night long, and I couldn't really sleep. It's like as soon as I fall asleep, he starts shouting and screaming, and always meow, meow. So you know, I even myself started sounding like him. So a couple of hours of sleep last night, and today I'm kind of tipsy from an insomnia, and I'll probably do it this way. As you can see, I don't leave big spaces, big holes, because like the small fractured clay pattern, hopefully I didn't remove the videos from the mud volcanoes that inspire me, and probably I will include them, the photos from those mud volcanoes, next time in the next tutorial for the filling, so you can see what I mean on the small fractures and small facades of the filling that imitates this cracked clay, cracked soil. And so just goes like this. So the next time I'll be doing this filling, I'll just do this part, and so hopefully that's actually the streams that I do now are the kind of kickstart for me, because otherwise I'll be just sitting and whining that I have nothing to do, that I'm bored. Well, at least there's something to do, something to entertain myself, because I had really, with this whole COVIDs and lockdowns, I got a depression. So streaming is kind of the way out of it. So you can join me every Saturday at 7 p.m. GMT. That would be 11 o'clock Azeri time. And I don't know, that's will be, what would be 9 o'clock French time, something. So as you can see, I came to the point where I get this pin. So now I can remove it. And I do this stitch into the chain. Probably, no, I don't like it. So as you can see, I set it aside because I don't like the big hole that happened just now. And okay, so now I can do the stitch into the side chain, into the flower, and back. That's Rudy. Sometimes he acts very funny and stupid, but he's pretty smart. I'm really glad I found him. He's a rescue. And he's got some funny moments, but he's a great dog. Stop. Stop. Right. So I come to the point where I decide, so probably, oops, there's always a hook that runs away. So what I'll do now is I'll probably finish the filling here, and I'll go over here, over the edge. And probably I'll stop at this point because it's already 25 minutes online. So I don't want to keep your attention for longer, because I know it's Sunday and everybody's with their families. Right, and I do the stitch over here. To the Y stitch. I might skip this one. Right, more pins. And I'll probably stop the filling at this point. So next time I start the filling, I'll start at over here, and I'll continue around the other corners. And again, the Y stitch here. That will be more than enough for this corner. From this shore, from shore to shore. And I'll probably We'll do it from this part. It actually doesn't matter if you do it from the top or from the bottom. The stitch will be anyway hidden inside. And pick up the stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can practice the Y stitch, because one of the tutorials I'm gonna make on the classic Irish lace is, of course, it's classic, but I always make some changes to match my own style. And so if you have the Myra Trainer's book on Irish crochet lace, on Clonus lace, there is an element called Roslea square, and usually you make all the squares separately and then you stitch them together. But I prefer to join them as in the final row, as you finish the last row. I join them at that point, and there's lots of Y stitches there to imitate the little rows inside. So you can watch this video, practice the Y stitch a little bit on your feeling, and hopefully next week I will do the tutorial. I'm not gonna do the Roslea square just because this is Myra's part, but I'll do the last row. You know, I don't like to interfere into someone else's tutorials, and I'm playing fair. And you can, yeah, that's Rudy. But I just show some parts that I've invented myself. I'll be happy to share with you all. So you can so hopefully there will be a tutorial on Wednesday. I hope. So stay tuned for an update. You can click on this bell button, so you'll be notified as soon as a new video will show up. You'll be notified by YouTube. So this way you can always be in time and be the first to know. Get the premiere. Rudy, he's overprotective just because he's seen a lot in his past. He decided he's not the bird dog, but he's a guard dog. So, okay. So that's it. So probably next time I'll do this part, I'll do that, and probably next week I'm gonna show how to stitch the elements to the cloth, to the template, and how I do hide all these extra tails. And hopefully within the next couple of weeks I will finish this skirt, and it will be the best part that I like the best is that you take the lace off the template, because you know you're working on the back side and you know you're working and everything, but when you turn it to the right side, to the front part of your work, it looks completely different. It gets the shape. You get the depth of the elements, and you see the filling, and it's the elements actually standing out from the filling. Because right now you get the filling on top of the elements, but when you turn it around, the filling will be on the back, and all the elements will be raised up above them. So that's it for today. Stay tuned, and hopefully there will be a video on Wednesday, and next stream on Sunday next Sunday at 7 p.m. GMT. Stay tuned. Bye.